Hey guys, so today we're going to take a look at kind of the downside of a 3D printer. No matter what 3D printer you're going to get, you're always going to have a problem. Sooner or later it's going to come back to bite you. So this is my D200. It's been a great printer, and all of a sudden today I had this print going. You'll see it in a future video where I was printing a base for a fingerling gem that I'm designed for my granddaughter. So I came in from work and I heard a noise going. I'll show you exactly what it's doing. So if I turn on the printer, it's going to go to home itself. Same as what it's going to do after a print. And so once the print completes, it's going to automatically go back to the home position. Here's the problem. The wires on the side here have been kind of pinching a little bit. And I came in to listen to that. I have no idea how long it was doing it, but it was doing it for a while, I'm sure. So I got to fix it. And I'll show you exactly what the problem is, and then I'll try to figure out how in the world I'm going to fix this. Okay, so facing this direction, if you notice right here, there's kind of a little bit of a tear in the jacket. And as it moves, you can see how the wire pinches even worse. That's not the height of it. Up in here is one of those plastic loops that actually holds the wiring, and the wires have crimped. So all the back and forth movement, especially with this model, it pretty much maxes out the position going to the front of the bed, and so because of that, I think that's what was pinched the wires. So now I got to take it apart and figure out where the broken wire is, if it's something I can fix, or if I'm just going to have to run new wires all the way across it. So let's get over to that side of it. Okay, so when I pull this over, you'll see this is on the side of the unit where I already cut one of the zip ties that's holding these wires. This is one for the stepper motor right here. We know eventually that's going to end up doing the same thing because it comes through the same piece of plastic as the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect the end stop, if I can. There we go. And just kind of feed it back through the plastic housing. Now you can start seeing more of where the damage on the jacket, which I don't know for sure if that's actually got to the wires yet or not. The even worse part is going to be up here when I take off this this plastic loop up here. So I'm going to try taking that off right now. Okay, you may or may not be able to see this, but the little plastic piece is right here, and there's a little nut with a little bolt that sticks down. It looks like it's welded to the case. So forgive me for getting my arm in the way, but I'm going to have to do that. I'm having to get down behind the unit at an angle in order to see where the nut's at. I'm just going to see if I can loosen that nut enough so I can take it off by hand. Okay, so the little nut is off of it, and that allows me to bring that plastic loop down. There we go. And now I'll turn it back around so you can see when I pull it out. Bring this back down. Now we can pull that down so you can see just the damage it's done to that wire, at least to the jacket. Once again, I don't know how much damage has been done to the actual wire, but that's a pretty good indication that something bad has happened. In fact, there's one of my wires right there. So that's definitely what caused it, was that. And actually it looks like this wire wasn't in that same connector. I could have swore it was, but it looks like it was just setting kind of on top like that. So that's what's kept that wire from getting pinched, thankfully. So now the question is, how do I want to fix this? Do I want to just take and solder the wires back, put some kind of heat tubing on it just to fix it, or what? So let me go ahead and just kind of cut away this this outer jacket and let's see exactly what I've got to work with. There we go. So yeah, that just appears to be the one black wire. So I may just go ahead and just solder this back together and try to go that direction on it. Okay, so as kind of testing this, I discovered that when I was tugging on the wires, I was just trying to make sure that everything was all right. I felt this one stretch. It appears that one is also broken too. So I don't know how far back that one is broke. So let's just Okay, there's some wire. Oh man. Okay. Wow, so that one is busted as well. So let me go ahead and solder that one too while I'm at it. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get them going together now. Now for the moment of truth, let's go ahead and test this on camera to make sure everything's working all right. I'm just going to leave everything kind of loose there. It's not going to hurt nothing. I just want to see if it homes. Oh, it's not homing. Blue wire? Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. Same stinking spot. So it broke all 3 wires. Are you kidding me? Well, at least they all seem to be broken in the same exact spot. So I'll try soldering this one, then we'll see if that's any better. Okay. Let's test it one more time. If this does not work, I am giving up. Okay, ready? Here we go. Yes. Okay, let's try homing it again. Home again. Okay. That appears to be working. So let's go ahead and button this up and see if it still works after I put something over it. I'll be completely honest with you, this is going to be my second time buttoning this thing up because I had it all fixed up and it wouldn't home correctly, and so I had to take it all back apart again. That's why I found the second broken wire, and then after that the third broken wire. Okay, let me zoom this out a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to go ahead and run this piece up a little bit, and I'll put a second piece on it. And I know this isn't the way you're supposed to do it, but I am out of lighter fluid or propane or whatever is in that one thing I was using. This was definitely a project I was not planning on tonight. Oh, goodness. I know I've been kind of watching the wires for the last, I would say the last 3 print jobs I've done. I was noticing the insulation get a little bit wore on it, but I didn't bother to check it. I kind of wish I would have caught it sooner and saw what was going on, but oh well, what can you do? Hopefully this will get me by. In the meantime, I'm going to talk to Geeetech, see about ordering a wiring harness for it, get the proper one put back onto it. Otherwise, if that's going to be too much of an issue, I'm just going to take the harness out eventually and just run new wires and just redo it that way. Okay, that's nice and tight there. I think I'm just going to run a little bit of tape back around these ends, a little bit of electrical tape, just to keep it from slipping around. Just a little something on there. There we go. Just a little something down here. This will last me a little bit longer. I'll be completely happy. Okay, so first off, let's put this back. Let me turn this around so I can make sure you're seeing some of what I'm doing. I'm going to run this back through there, put it back onto the micro switch. There we go. Run this back through here. For the second time tonight. There we go. And then we're going to run this one for the stepper. Goes right beside it. Perfect. I'm going to take a little zip tie. We're going to run it right here. There we go. And then wherever my little clippers are, I'll just clip off the excess of the zip tie. There we go. And only thing left to do is to try it one more time. Now what let me go see first if this is going to home correctly. Sweet. Okay, so that homed correctly. Now my only worry now are these wires underneath the edge up here. And let me turn this back around one last time so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so right under here, the lighting is horrible. Right under here is where the wires are at the moment. This is the little screw, right, or little bolt right there that the hanger was on. And if I just put my finger there and hold this and bring that forward, you'll see how the wires are starting to wrap around my finger pretty tight. That's where the break point was before. So we want to keep that from happening, but at the same time I want to kind of keep things away from that belt. So I don't think I can put the hanger there. I can't use that. The second hanger is actually back here. There's a plastic hanger back there for it. My main thing right now though is just to make sure that this little spring thing doesn't come in contact like that and mess around with those wires. So I've got to somehow figure out a way of holding those wires back. That's going to be an issue right there eventually, where that pinch point is, where it's right there. I'm just going to have to get a new harness for it. But I need to somehow keep those wires back. I think what I'm going to do is probably put a zip tie. First off, that wire needs to be there, that wire needs to be there, and I think I will zip tie them together and see if that will help kind of keep them away from that. Might be able to minimize some of this stress on that one cable too by doing this, hopefully. Put one more zip tie and then trim them off, and let's see what she does. There we go. Just want to take, trim these off flush. Okay. It's staying clear of that now. And let me see if I can do this in a way where we can see it better. It's clearing by a good quarter to just over a quarter of an inch. And it's not pinching as badly right there. Cool. Okay, now that we've done all this playing around with it, let's verify one last time that we are still in business. Okay, here we go. Cables tray. Oh yeah, it did it. So all three wires were completely cut. Well, I'm glad we got that fixed. I'm glad it's something I could fix up that way, and now I can continue filming my next video. Once again, I'll get a hold of Geeetech and see about getting the replacement harness for it, and also I'll start looking around online and see if maybe there's a fix for this. There'll be a little bit more of a permanent fix, but I think for now I'm going to be back in business. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I sure appreciate it. You can do that by clicking on the link over here. Don't forget to ring the bell too. That way you'll be notified when a video comes out. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, please click on my Patreon page over here. You can support the channel from there. If you'd like to check out one of my other videos, please give these a shot. I think you're going to love them. Oh yeah, you're going to like them. Have a great day and take care. Bye.